for your recipe, you're going to need some peanuts, some goji berries, which I will be soaking soon, some white pepper, and some salt. I didn't do too much white pepper because to me, white pepper tastes a little bit more spicy. That's just my opinions, but use as much white pepper as you desire. You're going to need some ginger slices with the skin on. The skin also holds lots of benefits, but I pulled out a few slices of my pepper from the freezer. You're going to need one green papaya that's kind of starting to be a little bit ripe, but it's still nice and soft. You're going to need your pork trotters. I am making a lot more, but for the purposes of letting you know what ingredients you need. I had just pulled a few out of the pot that I was boiling, just to kind of give you an idea of, what the pork trotters look like. But I am cooking maybe about a pound or so of pork trotter, but make as much as you desire. But these are all the ingredients, and I guess I would just say measure all your ingredients to how much papaya you would want in there. I'm using all of this papaya because I'm making a bigger batch. I love goji berries, so this is the amount that I'm actually going to be using. And then this is about the same amount of peanuts that I will be using. I already have some boiling, but I just kind of, for the purpose of showing you all the ingredients that are going in it, I put some in a bowl just to show you. The peanuts that I'm using are from an African store, but you can buy peanuts from the Korean market, but I am using up these because I have bought these first and I don't want these to go to waste. So these are the peanuts that I'm using. They all pretty much taste the same. I'm pretty sure there's no significant difference, but these are all the ingredients that I am using. I am maybe going to throw in some scallions into my soup just for my own personal preference, but yeah, these are the ingredients. So this is next on the postpartum meal prep. I am making papaya pork trotter soup with some goji berries. This is supposed to help with lactation and, again, filling your body with nutrients, but this is going to be so collagen packed. It's going to be just really delicious. So I'm going to first start off, I'm soaking this to kind of get some of the blood out, but I will be boiling it and skimming all the yucky parts off. And then just kind of cooking this for a while. And then I'm going to cut both of these up. Half of it is going to go into the soup, and then the rest I'm going to be freezing it. So we had to re-buy some papayas. These are smaller. I guess they're just kind of not easy to find in the right way here, but they did say it needed to be a little bit more greener. So I'm going to cut this up, dice them up. We'll see how much these two make, because I might use all of this in the soup, but if not, I will still cut some up and freeze most of it. Pork feet have been boiling in the pot for some time now. This is all the gunk and nasty that we have scooped out of the pot. You want the water to start to become more and more clear, so you're just gonna continuously scoop out the yuckies out of the pot as it boils. So I'm just going to continue to let this boil down a little bit more. But when you start to see the broth become more clear and more white, not dark and gunky like this, then you're going to move on to the next steps, which I'll show you. In this pot here, we are boiling down some peanuts because that's also going into our pork trotter soup. And then I have already cut up the papaya, which I'll show you in a little while. I cut up the papaya, but right now I'm just going to get my peanuts going and boiled. So these are the papayas that I have cut up that are going to go into the soup. That's all going to go in towards the end. Here are some papayas that I have already cut up and stored that are going to go into the freezer and for ready use for the next recipe, because I will be using some papaya postpartum when I do my fish soup for postpartum, but that won't be until maybe the second week that I'm home. So for the first week, I'm just going to do the papaya soup, the seaweed salad, the seaweed soup, my chicken soup, all things to help my body recover the first week and heal, and my herbs, and then I will gradually move up to the next stages. But right now my main focus, especially for the first week or so from the hospital to home, is just making sure I put the nutrition back into my body. And this is all supposed to, this soup here that I'm making right now, the pork trotter and peanut papaya soup, is all to help with helping my lactation and milk and stuff come in. And I also will be adding in some goji berries. Okay, so the water is running clear. There's no murky. The foam is white. There's no gunk, no more gunk coming out of the pork's feet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scoop this out, and I'm going to rinse my, then I'm going to wash it, and I'll be adding it back to the pot, adding fresh water, and then we will continue to cook it down. This is still cooking down. It's almost done. I will be rinsing it soon and then adding it all in one pot. But for now, we will be taking this out of the pot and washing it. My pork trotters, I'm going to wash them off and add them back into the pot. And I'm probably going to boil these for another 20-30 minutes until they really like break down, start releasing the collagen before I add the rest of the ingredients. Alright, so my pork trotters are back in the pot. You can already start to see all the collagen and broth and stuff cooking and releasing. So the biggest reason why you want to like boil and really clean your pork, especially, but mainly for this recipe purpose, you just want a nice clean taste. You don't want a gamey, bloody tasting soup. You just want a nice clean collagen tasting soup, and it's just basically, it's for the flavor. If you threw everything in a pot and all that gunk is there, it just really gives it a kind of I wouldn't say foul taste, but it just won't taste fresh and smooth and silky, you know. So you just want to wash it, boil it down until the broth is all clear. Then you're going to take it out, wash it, put it in a pot with some fresh clean water, and then as it's boiling, you're just seeing nice clear white. You're not seeing any dark, gamey, nasty. So over here, my peanuts are pretty much almost done boiling. I want them extra soft, so I'm just gonna let it boil just a little bit longer, and then I will be rinsing these off. And once this kind of gets nice and boiled down, I'll be adding my peanuts. Right now, I'm going to add my goji berries into a little cup or bowl, and I'm going to add some water and let it soak. So there goes my goji berries. They're just gonna sit here in the water and soak for a little while, and then we will be back soon. Right, so look at how creamy and clear and collagen based that looks. So we are pretty much done. You'll also notice that some of the pieces are soft, floppy a little bit, because the texture of this is going to be soft, but it is going to be a little chewy because of the collagen. But it's just going to be so nutrition dense, so you get all that wonderful goodness. So now we're going to add some of the peanuts, and then they're going to add our goji berries. I'm going to add the ginger, and then I'm going to add the salt and white pepper. So I added all of that in there, and then we're going to stir it. Sorry about that. We're going to stir all that. So I'm going to stir all that in there, mix it on up, cover it and let it cook for about 15 minutes. And then the last ingredient that we are going to add is the papaya. So now that it's all boiled and cooked down, we are going to now add our delicious papaya. The papaya is going to add a nice sweetness to the soup. So we are all done. This is what this is looking like. So delicious. Nice and creamy looking. It smells amazing. You got the papaya, you got the peanuts in there, the goji berries. all delicious and all wonderful for postpartum, for the mamas who are trying to get their milk production in and just replenish their body with all the wonderful nutrients. Look how delicious. Hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video.